You won't believe how quickly Kelly Clarkson wrote this hit. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Kelly Clarkson is known for getting real with her fans, even opening up the floor to her studio audience on The Kelly Clarkson Show for a segment called Ask Kelly Anything. And in that segment on Thursday, June 12th, one of her audience members told Kelly she was dying to know, "What is the fastest song you ever wrote?" Kelly's answer might surprise you. A Christmas song. It was Underneath the Tree. I was working with Clarkson in the studio, Kelly told the fan. Clarkson is a music producer who has worked with the singer on some of her mega hits, like Stronger. In fact, Kelly says the song came together in the time it took her to get dinner. I ordered sushi, and when it arrived I had written it. I think because I really love Christmas, I write them really quickly for Christmas because they feel good. Because you can be a little cheesy, you know. You don't have to worry about being cool. Which honestly, that's not a concern generally ever, because I'm not. She told her audience. Underneath the Tree was a huge hit for Kelly Clarkson. It may have come together quickly, but Underneath the Tree certainly didn't suffer from that speed. According to Billboard, the song topped the adult contemporary chart for 4 weeks when it dropped in November 2013. It stayed on that chart for 7 weeks. It also peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and has spent an incredible 32 weeks on that chart over the years. Kelly performed the song live 10 years after its recent debut on Live from NBC's Christmas preps for Las Vegas residency right now. Kelly's mind is more on summer than Christmas though. Clarkson will begin her Las Vegas residency called Studio Sessions at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace July 4th. Shows are weekends only through August 16th, then the singer will circle back for more performances, November 7th through 15th. This isn't Kelly's first Las Vegas residency. She performed Chemistry, an intimate evening with Kelly Clarkson, at Planet Hollywood in 2023 and 2024. In a press release, Kelly said, "I'm so excited to be back in Vegas. We're bringing the studio to the stage, this time with Studio Sessions. See y'all there." Clarkson is following in the footsteps of some other big names who have recently wrapped residencies at the Caesars Palace venue. Blake Shelton performed a 6-show residency there in February. Garth Brooks wrapped his Caesars Palace residency in March after playing dates there for nearly 2 years. And Rod Stewart just added 6 more dates this fall to his residency at Caesars. The 80-year-old just wrapped up a string of shows there on June 8. He'll now go on a summer tour with Cheap Trick before returning to the Coliseum in September. You won't believe how quickly Kelly Clarkson wrote this hit. When it comes to powerhouse vocals, heartfelt lyrics, and a career marked by transformation and reinvention, Kelly Clarkson stands tall as one of the most dynamic and enduring artists of her generation. Her catalog of songs has spanned heartbreak, empowerment, joy, nostalgia, and every shade of emotion in between, but every now and then an artist creates a song so raw and immediate that its origin story becomes just as captivating as the track itself. That moment arrived when Clarkson recently revealed how one of her hit songs came together faster than anyone would ever imagine, a whirlwind of creativity that even left the singer herself amazed. It all began in a studio on a day that felt ordinary. Clarkson walked in with a cloud of emotions and no expectation that anything monumental would happen, but as any artist knows, some of the most authentic expressions emerge, not from planning but from instinct. In what felt like a creative lightning strike, the words, the melody, the chorus, everything poured out with such urgency and clarity that time seemed to blur. She later described the experience as one of those rare magical moments where everything clicks, where heart and mind and voice aligned perfectly without hesitation. What stunned even her closest collaborators was not just how fast the song was written, but the quality, the emotional depth, and the melodic precision that flowed so effortlessly. Clarkson didn't overthink. She didn't revise, she simply spoke her truth through music, letting her intuition guide every note, every phrase, and every beat, and the result wasn't just a demo, it was the skeleton of what would become a defining song in her discography. For fans and critics alike, hearing the song later was an emotional gut punch. It carried the unmistakable sound of something born from truth, not processed, not filtered, but pulled directly from real experience. Whether the lyrics spoke of a broken love or personal growth or both, what resonated was their sincerity. This wasn't a manufactured hit or a boardroom creation, but a moment of vulnerability laid bare in just a few minutes. A time capsule of everything she was feeling distilled into verses and a chorus that refused to be anything but honest. Clarkson herself has long been known For her transparency, she never shies away from revealing the stories behind her songs, the feelings that drive them, or the lessons they carry. It's part of what has made her music connect with such a broad audience. Whether she's singing about the pain of letting go or the strength it takes to rebuild, she brings a sense of authenticity that can't be faked. And in this case, the speed with which the song was created only underscored how deeply it came from the heart. The studio team, who witnessed it, were reportedly stunned watching a hit form in real time with such clarity and minimal effort. Was like seeing a master at work, not because it looked rehearsed but because it didn't. It was instinctual, raw, and unfiltered. The recording session, which had started like any other, turned into a landmark moment, a reminder that great art often happens when the artist stops trying to control it and simply lets it happen. Industry insiders have long marveled at Clarkson's ability to fuse emotion with melody, but even they acknowledged that this song stood apart. Not just for how quickly it was written, but for how complete it felt from the very first pass. It needed no heavy lifting, no dramatic rewriting, no endless production tweaks. The song arrived fully formed, a lightning bolt from the creative sky, and Clarkson simply caught it. When asked about what inspired the track, Clarkson pointed to a specific emotional crossroads in her life. Though she kept some details private, she made it clear that this wasn't a song born from hypothetical feelings but a real chapter of her personal journey. The lyrics came from a place of acceptance, mixed with lingering hurt, from clarity, laced with a touch of regret. That duality, that complexity is what made the song strike such a chord with listeners, and perhaps why it came to life so quickly. Some truths are just waiting to be told, and once the door opens, the words come rushing through. Since its release, the song has become an anthem for many. It's played at weddings, breakups, reunions, and solo car rides, where the lyrics hit just a little too close to home. Fans have written letters, created videos, and flooded her social media with messages of how much the song means to them. To know that it was written in such a short burst only deepens its impact. It's proof that music doesn't need to be labored over for years to be meaningful. Sometimes it just needs to be real. Clarkson's journey as an artist has been marked by resilience. She's navigated fame, personal upheaval, motherhood, and public scrutiny with grace and grit. From the moment she won the inaugural season of American Idol, she's remained committed to growth, both as a person and as a musician. And this song, this rapidly written, emotionally potent track, stands as a symbol of everything she's learned along the way. It's not about perfection, it's about honesty. It's not about time spent, it's about truth revealed. What makes this story even more powerful is what it says about creativity itself. There's a myth that great art must be painstaking, that songs must go through endless drafts to matter, but Clarkson's experience proves otherwise. Sometimes the best songs are the ones that show up unannounced, fully formed and bursting with energy. The moments when the artist steps out of the way and lets the music speaking. Her performances of the song, Clarkson often seems to relive the moment it was written. Her voice carries the same urgency, the same emotion that first inspired the track. She doesn't just sing the words, she inhabits them, and audiences feel it in every note, because they know the song came from a place of pure feeling, not calculation. That kind of authenticity is rare, and when it arrives so quickly, it feels like a gift. As the song continues to climb playlists and win hearts, it becomes part of a larger conversation about artistry, timing, and emotional resonance. Kelly Clarkson has once again reminded the world why she's more than a singer, why she's more than a celebrity. She's a storyteller, a truth-teller, and an artist who understands that sometimes the most powerful creations come not from effort, but from surrender. She's also opened up a space for other artists to trust their instincts, to believe that their first drafts might actually be their best. That the emotion behind a moment doesn't need to be polished to be profound. In doing so, Clarkson has not only delivered another unforgettable song but also an example, a lesson, and an inspiration. The legacy of the song continues to grow, and with it the admiration for the woman behind it. Kelly Clarkson has never been one to chase trends or follow formulas. She leads with her heart and sings with her soul, and when those two things align, the result is magic, no matter how quickly it comes together. In an industry often dominated by timing metrics and chart strategies, this song stands as a quiet rebellion. A reminder that emotion cannot be scheduled, that authenticity cannot be engineered, and that sometimes the best music comes when we least expect it. Written in minutes, felt for a lifetime, forever echoing in the hearts of those who hear it. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.